Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, ay, Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. Weenie Hut Jr. discretion is advised.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Francisco back at it again with another banger of a video. If you're new to this channel and you end up subscribing, welcome aboard to the Panchita Familia. First and foremost, I did change my hair because yesterday we did say we had the Edgar haircut, so I had to mold it back up. Yeah, feel me, don't disrespect me like that. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. We are going to be giving away 2 Rebelde tickets. It's going to be on a random video leading up to the day of the concert. So if you guys are subscribed and you're tuning in, it's going to be like a random giveaway. Remember like in iCarly when it'd be like random dancing? Oh, this one's like a random giveaway. But aside from that, welcome back to another day of the life of Cheese Man. Let's go ahead and get started with this week's Freke of the Weke, and it goes to
Pancho, can you buy me a lilac Samsung?
Now, the first thing, or the only thing that we're going to be talking about, because this is going to be actually diving into a deep video. Now, if you guys didn't see, the Marquez sisters were actually fighting. And I said, the sisters are fighting. Las hermanitas. Now, initially, I'm going to say this because I saw a lot of chias that were commenting, it was just a story time. Little burritas habaneras with the chia in their brain. Let me tell you something, little burritas. Yeah, it was a story time until we get lives of one of the sisters that ain't telling a story time. She's crying. And then the other sister responds talking about, who? When it's your old sister? Do you feel me? Did I break it down enough for the half the chias here? So initially, yes, this whole thing was story times, and I'm gonna play all the story times in chronological order so we can understand what they're talking about. So just a quick backstory. I'm gonna play all the clips right now. I guess one of the sisters, I think by the name of Nicole, there's 4 of them. Nicole, Daisy, Daphne, Destiny, Devante, Davinia. But aside from that, and one of the sisters, I think it's the youngest one, she was giving a story time how she got grounded, yada yada. Okay, first of all, why would you make a story time when you got grounded? This happened.
Hi guys, part 2 of me being grounded. So after my dad had sent a picture of my location, I grabbed all my stuff and I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I didn't even say bye to him. He was just like half asleep. He was like, all I heard, he was like, where are you going? And I'm just like leaving my stuff, getting my stuff and like going. And then I was pretty much zooming, and then I called my cousin, and after that she knew that I got caught. So after, I'm just crying and I'm just like, bro, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I pretty much got caught with my dad. So I was just like, my anxiety is really, really bad. I get sensitive and sentimental really fast. So like, I had mixed emotions, which I totally understand. So after, I hang up with my cousin, and then my mom calls me. She's like, what is this? So she also sends me a picture of, like, somehow, I don't know who sent them that picture. It was probably one of my sisters, but it was a picture of me and him in a Halloween party. And they're just like, what is this? Like, what is this? You told me that y'all weren't together, and like, I can't trust you no more, and how we're so close to change schools. So after that, I'm just crying and crying, and I get home and I see Daphne's there. Yeah, I was very mad, but I never argued with her, or I went up to her. Like, I just seen her and I walked past through her, and I just went inside my room and started crying even more. So after that, knowing me, when I know I did something wrong, I just can't stop crying. So I did a letter for my mom and for her to read, because I knew them words were not going to be coming out of my mouth. If I were to be talking, I would have been like gasping pretty much. So I wouldn't be able to. So after my mom got home and she read the letter, like, me and her talked, and it was a very deep conversation. And I just apologized to her by the way I was acting and the way I wasn't being truthful to her and my dad. And then my dad gets home. My dad gets home, man. So my dad gets home and he screams my name. Once he says my name, like, he mostly calls me by my nickname, but once he says my full name, it's just like, I'm done, pretty much. So he just tells me, give me your car keys and I'm selling your car. And you're gonna be taking the bus for now. And then, well, pretty much he first started cussing me out. And then after that, like, you know, he took my car away.
Story time on why I snitched out my little 17-year-old sister to my dad. If you have not seen my sister's TikTok, go check it out. But basically, long story short, my little 17-year-old sister has been in and out of a not so great relationship for a while now. And then one day she ends up telling my sister and my dad and like her family that she broke up with her boyfriend for a very good reason. And after that, my sister got so depressed. I have never in my entire life seen her that bad. And, you know, it took a while for all of us to uplift her and let her know that, you know, everything's going to be okay. And she started her healing journey, which was so beautiful. And she would call me a lot to just like check in and like just tell me how her day went or like how she's feeling that day. But then all of a sudden the calls stopped. Now my intuition immediately told me that they were back together, and like obviously seeing your loved one like be that depressed and, you know, be in a dark hole, you don't want them to go back to the person that caused that damage. So I obviously was feeling some type of way, but I was like, you know what, I trust her. I'm gonna wait for her to tell me if they are talking or not, and I'm not gonna force her to. And then a couple days go by, and then I find out that she blocked me from viewing her Instagram story. So I was like, what? Like, she has never ever blocked me from her stories, and like usually I'm the only sister that she will like tell her secrets to or that she trusts the most. So I was really feeling some type of way now, because I'm like, why is she hiding her stories from me? You know, like, what is it so bad that you're hiding? So then she forgot to block somebody from her story that eventually ended up sending me a screenshot of what she posted, and it was her and her ex back together. And I was like, okay. I was like, so she's clearly not gonna tell me, she's hiding it from me. And I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at her because we have all been there, you know? So I was like, whatever, until Daphne calls me. So my sister Daphne calls me, and we're just like catching up like a normal sissy talk. And then she was like, I think Nicole's back with her ex. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, me too. So she was like, do you have her location? And I was like, yeah. She's like, check her location. Girl. So I check her location, and she's at a random house, and Daphne's like, what the fuck, like she's supposed to be at school. So I was like, oh hell no. I go into full protection mode, like as an older sister, you know what I'm talking about. Daphne and I are like FBI's like trying to figure out whose house she's at, and like all these thoughts just start running through my mind. And then I finally figured out that she was at her ex's house, and I was like,
so talking about Nicole and Daisy snitching her out, I'm gonna say my part since I do live with her and experience more. So her and her boyfriend, they ran on and off, but every argument they will have, it will be like way worse, or like, you know, the situation, I'm not gonna say it, but it kept on getting worse, and I knew about it. So I was like, I have to do something, you know? I was like, no. So I talked to her multiple times before that happened, and her room is right there, so I can hear all the conversations, everything she's talking about. So I told my mom, I was like, hey, like, you know, what's going on? And my mom was like, okay. So we both talked to her before getting my dad involved, because I feel like when we get my dad involved, it's like, you know. So she's like, no, okay, like, I'm gonna leave him. And okay, she said she left him. She made up all these lies, and you're like, okay. So then before this happened, me and her, like, we argued really bad about that situation, and we physical fought. So we were like, and it was the first time we do this, so I was like, whoa, it's like bad. So then yeah, we weren't that good, but we started to talk again when that happened. So I was talking to Daisy, and I was like, like, I wonder, like, what is she doing since she gets off at 1 and she be getting home like at 3 or 4. So Daisy was like, I have her location. We looked, we, you know, in FBI mode. I checked, I stalked, whatever. I was like, oh, she's still with him. I was like, I wonder, like, whatever she's like, everything she said, like, if it was true or a lie. So then we Daisy texted her like, where you at? She's like, I'm at school. She sent a picture. I'm like, girl, the picture says it was at 1 p.m. It's 3 p.m. So then she's like, Daisy's like, I'm gonna send it to my dad, because like, you know, it's been too much. And I didn't think she was gonna do it, but she did it. And I was like, my anxiety, I was like, no, I have to get out the house. Like, I can't see Nicole. She's gonna think it's me, and we're gonna have like a round 2. So I wasn't there whenever they grounded her. I don't know how it really happened. I was there. I got home really late. I was like, I'm not trying to be here, because I feel like me van a regañar a me, because I'm like the older sister with my mom and my dad. So I was like, no. And I know she was going through it, but I was like, maybe she'll listen like that, because we know it's not good for her. But at the end of the day, she's gonna do whatever she wants, because I mean, she doesn't have a car, you know, she's with him.
Zabank! Okay, now first and foremost, I can't even imagine. Okay, the first one was talking about that she was grounded. Okay, if the first one did it, even though it was already cringe enough, the first one did it. But okay, one of them did it. But then the next sister starts talking about it. But wait. Then the next sister talks about... So I guess Nicole had lied about her location. Daisy had her location. She explained why she snitched. And then the other sister was explaining as to why Daisy snitched as well, and why they all snitched. I guess that guy was toxic, yada, yada, yada. But then Destiny, and if you guys are like, wait, who's Destiny? Now, a lot of people don't know about Destiny. If you guys don't know Destiny, she does have the reputation for being a Karen at Forever 21. Unfortunately, she was being a Karen for some sort of reason. I wasn't born in the Cheeseman realm, so you were a lucky young lady. We're not going to go back to it. But aside from that, I guess she started crying, and she was giving her explanation about the situation. Mike,
toxic. It's so toxic that I just need to cut that off. Exactly. I don't even trust. I don't like I just don't like. I've been putting, like, I literally stayed quiet for such a long time, but it's just not okay. Like, I've been having these feelings for such a long time, and like to see my little sister go through that shit, like she's probably like, she is on good terms with her, but regardless, that shit's not okay, and it's been happening for such a long time. And I'm sorry, but like none of us have ever snitched out my older sister, and it's just, like, if only we did, like, man, she would kill us. But for her, it's okay, right? But it's like, nah, that shit ain't okay. Like, it's fucking hypocritical. I literally have been getting like this end of the stick for so many like situations, like literally, like it just sucks. It really does suck, like since I was like young. And it's just like I've always taken the blame for everything, and I was always made to be out like the bad person, like I was always like the sister that was like involved in drugs and I don't know what. But in all reality, like, it's never like that. I smoke weed, that's it. I drink here and there, cool, but like regardless, like that shit's just dumb. As everybody has like their own issues, everybody has their own experiences, and everybody needs to learn their own way. And you know what I mean? Like, you just have to respect that.
Now, what I'm thinking what had happened was, now, I'm on Daisy's side, because if the other one's being a chia and she's going with someone who's toxic, who's hurting her, whatever the case is, I think Daisy has a right to intercept, right? But I also feel like Destiny has some sort of, you know, I feel like they both, Daisy and Destiny, I'm not just blaming Destiny, I feel like both of them have some sort of tension against each other. Yeah, feel me? Destiny is hurt in this Instagram, you can tell, because she's explaining that, you know, Daisy, if they would have snitched on a lot of things that Daisy did, maybe including one of them sickle cell. Now, how are you talking about the other sister when you lied to the world? You lied to the world about a disease, and you think that a brother from another mother forgot? Ain't nobody forgot that. That is as bad as it gets out of the whole sister group. I want you to understand that. Congratulations for helping out the other sister, but you did something that you haven't even never addressed. And I wonder why she hasn't addressed it ever. She did it and she said, and that's it. Never talked about it again. If you guys didn't see, another sister, the other sister, Daphne, went on TikTok Live and she had something to say as well. Mike.
Daphne Marquez shades Destiny.
What sister? Destiny's... What?
Destiny spoke the fuck up. Nah, no empieces. Shut your mouth, girl. No digas nada.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Man.
It's just a story time. Like, it already happened. It's been 4 months. Do you remember when I told you?
Yeah.
A long time. Life. Pancho.
¿Quién es Pancho?
No sé.
Dime quién es Pancho. No quieres ponerme tóxico ahorita.
Just said that she's always been pictured as the bad one since you. That is not true.
The other guy talking about, Pancho. Pancho's your daddy Yankee. And don't forget that, young man. One thing that I found rude was that she said, who? Like, if you don't know, do you not know? Then you could have ignored it, but instead you said, who? And then the boyfriend had to like cover up her mouth. And I said, now that right there is some sort of issue right there, because that's like kind of being disrespectful. I feel like these young ladies go for all the bad toxic guys. Go for like a Jose Ochoa. You need a Jose Ochoa in your life. You feel me? But make sure to comment down below. What do you guys think of the Daisy Marquez situation with all the sisters fighting? I think what should happen is the dad should figure this out again and give them all some groundings again. Another grounding lesson, and take away their iPads like they do with Elijah, and you're good. But for the world news, did you guys see out in Iran, 650 schoolgirls are investigating, I guess some of them got poisoned. Zabang! And they're trying to investigate if this was purposely done to like shut down their school. I do hope they get justice, because 650 people, that is a lot of people for it to just be a coincidence, you feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Remember, if you guys want Torres Rebelde tickets, make sure to subscribe. And if you appreciate these type of cheesemans, smack that like button. It doesn't do nothing to you, feel me? And I really do appreciate you guys.
¿Qué? No. Pídeselo a tu papá. Pídeselo a tu papito. Ahora que lo veas, bueno, ahora que lo veas le dices, papito, ¿qué crees? Que necesito que me compres esto. Oye, claro. Mínimo, que no joda, que haga algo. No, ese está a toda madre con su mujercita.